Hi guys, welcome to today's WOD. We've got 4 exercises we're working today and we're working through 5 rounds. Each exercise you're aiming to do about 10 to 12 reps. So I'm going to go through them with you so you can get on with your workout. First exercise is a push-up. So for a push-up you can put a mat down on the floor if you need it, but for all the other exercises we don't actually need any equipment. Put your hands down onto the floor for your push-up. Now you can either do this on your knees or on your feet, but the best thing to do to get yourself set up if you are still working on your knees is to bring yourself into a high plank position and then just drop your knees naturally down where they fall. This will make sure that you're still in the right position for the actual push-up. We want to also make sure that our elbows are tracking back along the side of the body to make sure we're engaging our tricep, and my chest is coming down in between my hands, and then I'm pushing back up again. If I'm doing that on my feet, I'll bring myself up. I'm making sure that I'm staying tight through the midline. I'm going to squeeze my glutes as well to neutralize my spine. And again, coming down all the way down to the floor and then pushing back up again. If you can't come all the way down to the floor, then resort back to your knees so you can get that full range on the movement, okay? You could also, if that's too much, bring a box in and do them against a box. That could be beneficial as well. Okay, so 10 to 12 reps on your push-up. A second exercise is what we call a plank row. So again, you're going to go back into that high plank position that we had with our push-up. I'm going to stay in this high plank position. I'm going to squeeze my glutes again, neutralizing that spine, holding that nice tight position. You may want to go a little bit wider on your feet if you feel it helps you being a bit more stable. That's entirely up to you. I'm now transferring the weight into my right side of my body, and I'm drawing my hand up and rowing into my side pocket. Trying to maintain a nice flat back and minimal movement through the hips. Again, 10 to 12 reps on that movement. Next one is a lying wiper. So core exercise, a little bit of hip strength. Bring yourself down onto the floor, lying on your mat or on the floor, whichever suits. With this movement, I'm going to make sure my back is nice and flat. To the floor again. I'm going to tilt my pelvis slightly back just to make sure that I'm not arching my back too much. So I'm going to put my hands just underneath my glutes to help with that. I'm going to extend my legs out. I'm going to point my toes. I'm bringing them up high. And then what I'm aiming to do is drop them down to the side as far as I can, to the right side, trying to maintain my back as flat as possible onto the ground. So I'm wiping left to right, so it's a lying wiper. So imagine your windscreen wipers on your car, controlling those legs, making sure you're using your core and your hips. So it's a controlled movement. Okay, so that's your wiper movement. You could do it with more of a bent leg if you wanted to, if you find that extension is too difficult, as another option for you. Okay, last one is what we call a beast hold. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring ourselves back down onto all fours. So I'm on all fours. I'm making sure that my hands are directly stacked underneath my shoulders. My knees are directly stacked underneath my hips. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to lift my knees off the ground about a couple of centimeters. And I'm going to hold this position, okay? While I'm holding this position, I'm then going to extend my arms out in front, trying to make sure that my shins stay vertical with the ground and my knees are only very slightly off. Again, we're going for 10 to 12 reps. Stay tight through that midline. Okay, so that's your 4 exercises. As I said, aim for about 10 to 12 reps of each, and we're aiming for 5 rounds today. Thank you very much.